Jai Gurudev, everybody. So, present you Sarva Papa Rogahara Nrsingadev. Lord Nrsingadev, in that form which destroyed all your sin and all the diseases. This is Lord Nrsingadev. Lord Vithala, Lady Rukmini, the King and Queen of Dwarkadish, and Satyabhama, Srimati Radharani. This is actually how it is in Pandharpur. Vithala, Rukmini, Satyabhama and Radha. They don't call her Radha, they call Rahi. Actually Rahi is Radha. So many don't know that aspect of, please sit down. Many don't know that aspect of Krishna, because very often we are concentrated mostly on the free Leela of Krishna, which is the Vrindavan Krishna, Gita Krishna and Dwarka Krishna. You know, free form of Krishna, Vrindavan Krishna, Dwarka Krishna and Gita Krishna. Gita is when he's on the battlefield and he's giving Bhagavad Gita to Arjuna. But there is another Leela, the fourth Leela of Bhagwan is the Leela of Panduranga. Sometimes we refer to him as Vithala and sometimes as Panduranga. This is also very confusing to people. Actually, Vitthal is the story when he come to Pundalik, great devotee of Bhagwan. I don't know what I tell you. No, don't tell. That's a good.
No, they don't know.
Ah.
You know the story?
No. Many are just lying directly on my face. So I will just cut it short quickly. You can translate.
Então, o Guruji estava apresentando as deidades, começou com Sarvaroga Papahara Narasimha, que significa que nessa forma Narasimha é aquele que cuida de todas as nossas doenças, ele elimina todos os nossos pecados. Depois, Vithala, Rukmini, Satyabhama na direita e Radharani aqui na esquerda. Ele diz que na realidade...
And Mahalakshmi, we don't forget about her.
Mahalakshmi, lá em cima, lá
Lord Shiva and Parvati, which is there in the corner.
Shiva e Parvati aqui na
Because
esquerda.
you see, this is very important to understand. I will come later on.
Então diz que essa configuração aqui das quatro deidades é igual em Pandharpur, em Maharashtra, na cidade do templo de Vithala. Eles têm Vithala, Rukmini, Satyabhama e Radha, mas lá eles não chamam Radha de Radha, eles chamam de Rahi, mas é a mesma personagem, a mesma pessoa. E diz que na realidade, na vida de Krishna, a gente conhece as lilas famosas, três lilas, Vrindavan Krishna, Dwarka Krishna e Gita Krishna, quando ele está ensinando para Arjuna o Bhagavad Gita. Isso, mas na realidade existe um quarto lila que as pessoas não conhecem tanto, e ele ia começar a contar.
You tell them the story of Pundalik.
Aí ele disse que
So the story of that I'm going to tell, he knows it. Better he tell you directly in your language.
então a história de Pundalik, versão curta. Pundalik era uma pessoa muito arrogante, orgulhosa. Ele é uma pessoa que não tinha devoção, não tinha uma vida espiritual. Fazia o que ele queria, quando ele queria, não tinha considerações religiosas nem espirituais. Enfim, ele tratava os pais dele muito mal. E os pais dele aceitavam esse abuso, porque amavam o filho e não tinham coragem de ser honestos com ele e dizer que ele era uma pessoa horrível. Mas ele estava abusando sempre. Eventualmente, ele casou e a esposa dele manipulava ele muito, ainda mais contra os pais, porque ela não gostava dos sogros dela e... Então, os pais sofreram tanto, eventualmente eles foram para um ashram, um grande rishi, o nome dele era Kukut Rishi. E quando eles estavam nesse ashram, eles foram com esse rishi, ele tinha grande fama de ser um rishi muito elevado, que tinha muitos poderes, etc. E quando eles chegaram lá, ele tinha a aparência de um mendigo. E eles ficaram muito desapontados com isso. E ele disse, começou desafiando ele, ofendendo ele, como é que você pode ser um grande sábio, etc, etc. Aí ele, tipo, fingindo ser maluco, não respondeu, não deu muita corda para Pundalika e a esposa dele. Então eles decidiram ficar uma noite e depois no próximo dia iam embora. E essa noite, quando estavam dormindo no ashram de Kukut Rishi, ele acordou no meio da noite, Pundalika, ele não conseguia dormir. E quando ele acordou, ele viu uma visão muito estranha. Tinha umas senhoras muito bem vestidas, muito lindas, elegantes, vindo para o ashram dele e limpando o ashram. Varrendo, limpando as coisas, etc. Enquanto o Rishi Kukut estava dormindo. E ele pensando assim, mas como é que é possível? Pessoas desse tipo frequentando esse ashram de um sábio mendigo que é tão rude, não tem categoria nenhuma. O que aconteceu? Ele decidiu ficar mais uma noite. Próxima noite, ele disse, eu quero ver essas senhoras de novo. Então, ele acordou e disse, hoje eu vou estar acordado esperando para elas chegar. E, tal e qual, chegaram, estavam limpando, varrendo, fazendo as coisas todas. Aí ele tomou coragem e disse assim, eu vou perguntar quem é que elas são. E ele foi e falou com elas e disse, desculpa, quem é que vocês são? Por que vocês vêm aqui, etc, etc. Pediu justificações. E elas explicaram, nós somos os santos rios da Índia, Ganga, Yamuna, Saraswati, etc. E elas estavam servindo Kukut Rishi porque, servindo ele, elas purificavam a elas próprias. Elas que são os santos rios que purificam os outros, elas eram purificadas servindo Kukut Rishi, porque ele era tão puro. Era um devoto tão puro. Por exemplo, no Kumbh Mela. Kumbh Mela é um grande festival do hinduísmo em que nós vamos para os rios sagrados, a gente não toma banho. A gente mergulha, exatamente, a gente mergulha nos rios sagrados para nos purificar. Então, esses rios sagrados estavam servindo o Kukut Rishi para purificar elas próprias. Então, ele ficou chocado e ele disse, o que eu posso fazer para mudar a minha vida? Porque elas criticaram ele, disse, você não é puro, você não tem essa qualidade. E ele ficou triste e perguntou, o que eu posso fazer? E eles disseram que o teu maior defeito é como você trata os teus pais. Você é ingrato, você não serve os teus pais, você devia servir os seus pais. E ele ficou tão triste com isso, sabendo que ele estava cometendo um erro grave. Ele estava falando com personagens divinas, obviamente, então ele escutou. A teimosia dele abriu a mente e ele conseguiu escutar o que eles estavam dizendo. Aí ele ficou tão triste que ele mudou por completo. E quando ele voltou para os pais dele, no próximo dia, ele pediu perdão. Ele pediu perdão por tudo que ele tinha feito, todo o abuso, a falta de gratidão. E a partir daí, ele só servia os pais dele como prioridade. Como um gesto de gratidão por tudo que eles fizeram por ele e também por arrependimento do que ele tinha feito contra eles. Mas a devoção dele se tornou tão forte, tão pura, tão sincera, tão altruísta, que próprio Deus sentiu atração. Então, Krishna, que estava em Dwaraka com Rukmini e as suas várias esposas, sentiu essa chamada, essa atração pelo coração de Pundalika, porque Pundalika, quando se tem esse amor, atrai Deus, e Deus não pode negar.
Pundalika didn't know about Krishna.
A Pundalika não sabia nada sobre Krishna.
But Krishna knew about Pundalika.
Mas Krishna sabia tudo sobre Pundalika.
Pundalika became a magnet that attract Lord Krishna.
Então Pundalika virou uma Eu adoro tanto, quando eu esqueço uma palavra, 20 pessoas falam ao mesmo tempo, eu não ouço nada.
Ele criou uma palavra.
Mas pronto,
Magnima.
ele tinha um magnetismo.
Magnima.
Também dá, também funciona. Pelo coração que ele tinha, pelo amor que ele tinha, a devoção que ele tinha, e isso atraiu Krishna. Ok? Então, como eu estava dizendo, então Krishna saiu de Dwaraka e foi visitar Pundalika. Ele correu atrás de Pundalika. E Rukmini, pensando, onde é que você está indo? O que é isso? E abandonando aqui. Short or long? Não. Versão curta. Então, eventualmente, enquanto Pundalika está servindo seus pais, Krishna chega na casa dele. E Krishna bate na porta, quer dizer, ele tinha um tijolo na entrada da casa dele. Então, ele não tinha acabado de servir os seus pais ainda, então ele não parou de servir, porque a primeira prioridade dele era o serviço aos pais. Essa era a convicção que ele tinha depois desse episódio com os rios sagrados. Então, mesmo que a pessoa esperando por ele, chamando por ele, era Krishna, não interessa. Primeiro, serviço aos pais. Então ele disse para Krishna, ele jogou um tijolo aí e disse, Krishna, espera no tijolo, por favor, até eu acabar meu serviço, aí eu vou falar com você, aí eu vou te receber. E Krishna aceitou. Então Krishna pisou no tijolo, estava lá de pé, com os braços assim do lado, esperando por ele. Aí, eventualmente, quando ele acabou o serviço, ele foi e viu que era Krishna e prestou reverências aos pés de lótus de Krishna e pediu para ele ficar sempre com ele, para nunca abandonar ele, para ficar sempre no coração dele. Também teve uma interação em que ele perguntou por que ele tinha vindo, porque ele não tinha nunca rezado para ele, nunca tinha cantado mantras, nada disso, e Krishna explicou que a qualidade, a profundidade do amor que você tinha, eu não tinha como me afastar, manter afastado de você, eu tinha que vir aqui. Aí ele diz, então, já que você veio, fica. Aí então a deidade de Pandapur é Krishna, de pé, com os braços do lado, esperando por Pundalika. E é essa deidade que a gente tem aqui.
And you see, before he went to get Rukmini
was in Dandavan. Krishna said, I'm not going there alone. Because he has seen the furious of Rukmini when she left. I'm not going alone. So what he did, he asked Lord Shiva, said, you're my best devotee, come with me. And Lord Shiva said, look, this is family matter, this is a matrimonial matter. I can't get involved into that. You know, I can't come with you, that you have to go alone. But I will accompany you by becoming, I will sit on your head. I will mastaka linga. You see the Panduranga, the tilak of Panduranga is different from any other aspect of Mahavishnu. It's like a yoni and a linga. This is Lord Shiva. And actually he represents the devotion of the devotee towards him. So our mind, when we put our tilak on our forehead, why do we put our tilak on our forehead? Just as a beauty? Huh? Why? You put tilak, tell me.
To represent our lineage, she said.
It's not just to present a lineage. This is the problem, you see. You think that just wearing the tilak is just to represent your lineage. No, it's not like that. The tilak is very significant because the tilak represents the feet of Bhagwan. No, the feet of Shrimanarayana. That two line is not just two line. It's a footprint of Shrimanarayana. The feet of Krishna. You know, that's what we are putting on our forehead. And that asan itself, you know, actually it's not an asan. According to your sampradaya, you call it an asan. Actually it is Tulsi. Yeah? But Tulsi, what does Tulsi represent? What is Bhakti Tulsi Devi? Tulsi is devotion, Vrinda Devi. So devotion to Krishna. Devotion starts always small and become big. And when it becomes so big that it touches the feet of the Lord. That's why it is, Bhagwan is sitting on that. You know? And we have a red one inside it. Devotion for us is toward the Guru first, then to Bhagwan. That's why we do Guru Puja always before all our program. We do first Guru Puja before doing worship to Bhagwan. Without the grace of the Guru, we don't know who God is. That's why devotion is firstly toward the Guru who have shown us Bhagwan himself. You know? And inside we have Shri, which is Mahalakshmi. So, Bhagwan have his tilak. In Pandharpur, Panduranga, he is wearing his greatest devotee. So it's the connection between Bhakta and Bhagwan is our mind is attached to him and his mind is attached to us. As we think about him, he's also thinking about us. When we're putting the tilak, it's not just putting the tilak as a show. It is reminding ourselves that we belong to him. It's not about reminding anybody else. Reminding ourselves that we belong to him. We are his. We should not worry about anything. He's taking care. So Panduranga Bhagwan Vitthal. Why the name Vitthal? Because he's standing on a brick. The story that he just said right now, Pundalik, he asked Pundalik, what do you want? I have come to you. Ask me for a boon. And Pundalik said, I don't want anything. I want that Swarup which you are here. Leave that Swarup here, that everybody for generation can worship you. And as it is said, in the Shastra actually, it is said that 28 Mahayugas have finished. Bhagwan have been waiting in the form of Pundalik, which means that repeat itself. But that aspect of Panduranga, that Vigraha of Vithala, this is the only Vigraha which Bhagwan himself have left. No architects have made it. Not Vishwakarma have made it. Today is Vishwakarma Jayanti, but it's not Vishwakarma have made this. Like in Jagannath Puri, Vishwakarma sculptured the deity. In Udupi, Vishwakarma has sculptured the deity. When Rukmini Satyabhama asked for, to worship Lord Krishna as a little child, he made Udupi, which Madhavacharya found, But in Pandharpur is Sakshat Bhagwan himself. When Pundalik asked him about, I want to worship you and generation to come to worship you, leave your deity, leave the aspect of you, how you're standing waiting for me, like that, leave that aspect here. And Bhagwan said yes. And Bhagwan, when he disappeared, he left that Vigraha. That's why Sakshat Vitthal himself is Sakshat Lord Krishna. And we call him Vitthal because he's standing on a brick, patiently waiting for his devotee. But there's another name, Panduranga. Because when you concentrate on Vitthal, those great souls, you see in the 11th century, there was a big boom of bhakti saints, starting with Sant Gyaneshwar. Nivritta, Sopa, Muktabai, Janabai, Namdev, not Tukaram from later on, Chokamela, Gorakumbha, Savdamali. So this was the basis of bhakti in the 11th century, where they spread the worship of Lord Vithala. So, like Santyaneshwar, he's Bhagwan Krishna, Ansh Avatar of Bhagwan Krishna himself. And of course his brother was Brahma and Shiva, and his sister was Devi Parvati, Shakti. And amazingly, you see, how they all disappeared is another crazy story. Santyaneshwar took Jiva Samadhi, and he's still there sitting, because later on, a British seer, when during British time, he had darshan of Vithala inside. And Sant Namdev also had darshan, Sant Eknath had darshan of Santyaneshwar in his Samadhi, Mula Samadhi, because during the time the Samadhi they forgot about the Samadhi. And then he came and told him, there's a root around my neck, please come and remove it. So he went there and looked for it. After that, he could not find it until he was resting near Nandi, and the Nandi moved, and then he found the cave where Santyaneshwar was still alive inside. That means 500 years later he was still, doesn't it? So like that, you see, Bhagwan, those great saints that I was just mentioning about, when they look at Sri Vitthal, they perceive him differently. He have a different glow. He said, but he have a luminous glow. He have a golden effulgence. That's why he's Pandurenga. Renga means white. He's bright. And like I said, Mastakalinga on his head is linked. Down, the brick symbolizes that he's holding the earth element. He's standing over the earth, protecting Mother Earth always. He's having his hand like this. This is also very symbolic. This he's holding here. It means that all what is not needed is down. And it is me who control that. Those who surrender to me, that don't, the lower energy frequency doesn't affect them. So he's elevating the devotee. And he have Makara Kundala, which means his earring, here they forgot to put the earring. Yeah, no, devotee changed sometime. We have, I can't see. And Makara Kundala, You see, he have a dragon, like fish-like earring. Actually, this is also a beautiful story. And Makarakundala, there was a fisherman, and he was always wondering, what should I bring to Lord Vithala? Everybody bring so many offerings. He said, I don't have anything. I'm a fisherman, I can bring you fish. So he took a basket with fish, and he brought it into the temple. And of course, when he was in front of, this is the only temple in whole India where you can touch the Vigraha. You can place your head at the feet of the deity. There's no other temple in India where you can go near to the deity and touch the deity. There's only deity. So imagine you are touching Lord Krishna himself. You know? But nowadays they stop it. No, not for you, but when I go, they still remove it. I can still touch it. But if you go now, they have a kavach on it, on the feet. But normally they don't have kavach. You can touch the vigraha. Normally now, I have many. When I go there, I have. But you all have darshan directly. You did Abhishek, yes, of course. Lucky people. And so Vithala. The story. So he brought the fish and he opened the basket in front of the Vigraha of Panduranga. And of course, when the priest saw it, they gave him a good beating. And he was dragged out and beating, you know. And he was sitting there at the back of the temple crying, you know, not because he got beaten. He was crying because Bhagwan had refused his offering. That's why he was crying, you know. But how he was saying, how simple I am, but I could not offer anything to him. He's uneducated, you know. But Bhagwan, his devotion was so great, you know. But Lord Vithala and Mahadevi Rukmini came there, appeared in front of him, and said, give us the fish that you have brought. So when he saw Vithala Rukmini, he was such joy. He gave the fish. The moment the fish touched the hand of Vithala, it became a fish earring. And Bhagwan put it on himself. You know? Even in the Shastra, in Bhagavad, is explaining about that Bhagwan have a fish earring of a fish. So that how is symbolized the water element. He's holding in his hand the water element. So that is the Swarup of Vithala. And Lady Rukmini is Mahalakshmi herself. And Satyabhama is Bhumi Devi. And Srimati Radharani is the Radhini Shakti of Krishna. Of course, I can talk much more about that, but time. So here, the one have choose to come in that aspect, and in front of Lord Nrsimhadev. And Lord Shiva and Parvati, it is also there, because you see, for us, they are the greatest devotee of Bhagwan. So where Bhagwan is, his bhakta is there. You see, in ancient India, all the temples have Harihara. All the temples have Lord Shiva and Lord Vishnu together. There were no Vishnu temple without Lord Shiva. And there were no Shiva temple without Lord Vishnu. Of course, in the 12th century, that was changed because you see politics come into, and this kingdom fight for that kingdom, and of course they broke all the temples, and then that where the breakage happened. You know. But Bhagwan Vithala represents that unity. And it said that the lower part of his body is Brahma, the upper part is Vishnu, and his head is Shiva. So Trimurti, Brahma, Vishnu, Maheshwara is present inside of his body. This Swarup of Lord Vithala himself. So, okay, finished.
while he is telling you the story, you can listen. You know, you don't need to sit like this to listen. You can listen with your ears. You can come and have darshan if you want. So then after that, have darshan of him, put some flower, and then I will give you prasad. You can go out. And STV Live, please.